Deonte Banks, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Packers and the Vikings. Next on Madden NFL 24.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got... The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's second down. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a handoff to Chandler. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. Helps him move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. The Vikings at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And a big part of the problem, too many 3-and-outs on offense. That led them to only scoring 10 points in their last game. They're going to have to find a way to sustain some drives.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangwu with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. The numbers for Jones last week, 25 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Now this one complete on the slant route. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Love now. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. Love looking to throw it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Love now to pass on 1st down toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Jaden Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So a net negative there of 4 yards. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have the big advantage.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll go right back to Nwangu. Down the numbers. There he goes. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Compliment. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Well, it's a Packers touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 14. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out comes Minnesota. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To about the 48-yard line. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
These two teams all tied after one. 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. He completes this into the hands of Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2. On the give is Nwangu. They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Garrett Stanley.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the...
Touchdown, Vikings! Kene Nwangu. His way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down, another shot for Jones. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. First down, going to the air with Love. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Love. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. He already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Up the middle, Nwangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On second down, here's Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, Love. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On the run is Duagu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this one is right through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nwangu. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Fields now to throw. Being chased out left. He's got his target. That's complete. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Third and long. It's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got Dobbs over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. They've got his man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
And here's Jones again on second down.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now here on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 33 yards. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And they'll get this to the 42.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting him off. Well, he's going to be out up around the 44-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Nwangu.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the Packers' 44-yard line.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Here's Nwangu.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
They run it with Chandler.
Well, he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
2nd down, goal to go.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal. At the 13-yard line.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game.
To throw is Fields. Steps away. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Joseph's got it. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even, yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Grant Delpit in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Love able to find Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A pickup of 15 yards, but it's now 3rd down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. Football, and the Packers pick it up, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offensive field.
There he goes, right side. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Carlson on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 7, a little over 20 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Now Fields. That is incomplete.
And now time is a giant issue. That would have been important to maybe get you into Hail Mary range. But this defense is certainly going to make it tough. And that's going to fall incomplete.
Here's Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
That was